What is my adjusted gross income and where to find it?
Your adjusted gross income, also known as AGI, is defined as total gross income from all sources minus certain deductions or otherwise known as adjustments to income that you are eligible to take. Let's go through an example and see how this looks on 1040. We take all income from W-2s, tip income, interest, dividends, IRA distributions, taxable Social Security, and capital gains and add it all up. Then add more income from Schedule 1, Part 1, called additional income, which includes such things as business and farm income, rental income, unemployment, gambling, cancellation of debt, jury duty, etc. These items flow to line 8 of the 1040 for 2023. All these income sources are then added together on line 9 as total income. Before we derive our AGI on line 11, we can subtract certain expenses called adjustment to income or otherwise known as deductions. You can subtract from your gross income such items as educator expenses, contributions to HSA, deductible part of self-employment tax, traditional IRA contributions, student loan interest deduction, etc. Each of these deductions has its own qualification criteria, but if you are eligible, you can subtract them from your gross income to arrive at AGI. These items are listed on line 10 of the 1040 and are subtracted from line 9, the total income. The AGI is on line 11 of 1040 for 2023.
For people who only have W-2 income and no employee benefits, their W-2 wages will most likely be their AGI.
Here is an example of a 1040 where the only income is W-2 wages. There are no other sources of income, as well as no adjustments. Therefore, the AGI on line 11 is the same as the wages on line 1A. However, if you have multiple sources of income, as well as additions to income from Schedule 1, Part 1, and receive any deductions, the AGI on line 11 is calculated, and you can't just guesstimate when a tax software is prompting for it. Here's an example of such a 1040 with multiple additions and adjustments. You can see that in this case, the W-2 income on line 1A is not the AGI on line 11. That is why you shouldn't try to guess your AGI, because not only your tax return will be rejected, but if you try too many times when prompted for it in a tax software, you can be locked out and could be asked to mail out your tax return. And nobody wants that.
Why do you need to know your AGI apart from financial curiosity?
When self-preparing your taxes and filing electronically, you must sign and validate your electronic tax return by entering your prior year adjusted gross income or your prior year self-selected PIN. This serves as your electronic signature and helps the IRS confirm your identity against data in their database. If the AGI you provide doesn't match IRS records, guess what? Your return will be rejected. What about if you amended your tax return in prior year? Which AGI do you use? It is recommended to use the AGI from your original return. Second reason why you should know your AGI is to determine whether you qualify for many deductions and credits, such as Earned Income Tax Credit, Child and Dependent Care Credit, Child Tax Credit. These are just few examples. Often when you don't qualify for credits or deduction, it may be because your AGI or modified AGI is too high for your filing status. So how can you find your prior year AGI? There are a couple of ways. If you have a copy of your prior tax return, find the adjusted gross income line on your prior year 1040. If you don't have access to your prior year return or can't find it, one way is to sign in to your IRS online account. You will have to have an ID.me identity verification account to log in. Then click on Tax Records. You will see the last tax return filed and adjusted gross income for that year. This shows only the AGI for the latest filing. If you need AGI for an earlier year, you can request a transcript through your IRS online account. Then specify the reason for the transcript request. The customer file number is optional and only needed for third parties that request the transcripts on your behalf. So leave it blank if you are requesting it for yourself. Once you log in to the transcript portal, you will have access to 4 different transcripts. The return transcript, which is what I want, shows most line items from your Form 1040 tax returns as it was originally filed. The account transcript shows changes you or the IRS made after you filed your original return, such as making estimated tax payments or filing an amended return. The record of account transcript combines the information from the return and account transcript. Finally, the wage and income transcript shows data from the information returns, such as W-2s, 1098s, 1099s reported to the IRS. So basically, all the forms that employers and third parties send to the IRS. Click on the transcript box and year for which you want to download data. It will open the document for you in a new tab as a PDF, which you will be able to download. You can go back to the transcript screen and download more. What about if you don't have an IRS online account? You can also request a transcript, but you will have to create an ID.me account so that the IRS can verify your identity in order to release these records. If you don't feel comfortable requesting the transcripts online, you can request them by mail, which can take between 5 to 10 calendar days. Provide your Social Security, date of birth, and address and click Continue. You can request 2 types of transcripts, account or return, and only 4 years back. Again, you can leave the customer file number blank. You will receive a confirmation of your request and you can go back to request another transcript. Final way to request your transcript is by calling the 1-800 number. Thanks so much for watching.